All right, guys. So let's go ahead and get started with today. Can I have your attention, please? We're learning something new, and I need you to pay attention. Thank you. All right, so we're going to start with how to read a graph. So we noticed that last year, a lot of kids, even in math, they struggled to read a graph the correct way. So we're going to look at how to read a graph, okay? And I'm just going to skip the video part because I'll rather talk to you about it myself. So graphs have many different parts, okay? What are some parts on this graph? Fahrenheit? Okay, so a graph also has many parts. So tell me a part of a graph. So there's a title. What's the title of this graph? Okay, what is on the x-axis? What's on the x-axis? Do you remember about the axes? Or go to a better picture. Okay. Which one is the x-axis? Is it Fahrenheit or is it this bottom section? Fahrenheit. Okay. The Fahrenheit is the y-axis. Okay. The Fahrenheit is the y-axis. And our x-axis is this right here. And these are months of the year, right? These are the months of the year. What can this graph tell someone? I need all of your attention up here. For like money rates. Okay, so we have less. Okay. What is the average? Average. What is the average? So let's take a look. For this one right here, March. What is the average low temperature? Look at the graph. Okay, so the low temperature is represented by what color line? Blue. All right. So for March, the average low temperature is about 52. What is the average high temperature for March? 90. So about right here. That's okay. That's okay. At about 75. So we have, if we cannot read this type of graph, we're going to struggle in a couple of slides. You have to be able to read a regular graph. This is like a 4th grade, 5th grade graph. All right. So let's take a look at August. What is the low temperature for August? Okay, a little bit over 70. Now, which month has the highest average temperature? All right, so it's about July. Very well done. Okay, so pretty simple. All right. So, what does this graph tell us about? What's the title? All right, population of what? Population of deer. All right, good job, Ashley. Deer population on the island. So someone is using this graph to tell how many deer are on the island per month. Okay, which month has the highest amount of deer? There it says number of months. Oh, 5. Okay. Lady got kicked out. Okay. All right, month number 5 has the highest population of deer. Which month has the lowest population of deer? 1. Let's make some connections there. What month is number 1? January. Why would the population of deer be low in January? Because it's cold. What do deer eat? Grass. They eat grass. They're herbivores. Is there a lot of grass available in January? No, it's cold. As you just said, it's cold. So the deer population is low in January because Ashley said that it's cold. So we have to connect those dots. Now look at May and June. All right, only bears, but that's okay. Look at May and June. Why are those numbers so high? What season is that? That's fall, summer, really summer. That's okay. What's happening to the grass? It's growing, so the deer population goes up. It does get dry, but it also rains too. All right. Has anyone seen this before? Your quadrants in 7th grade? Okay, in math, all right? So a graph has a quadrant, which is a section of a graph. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. On the HR diagram, the stars are separated into quadrants. So this is where you need to make sure that your eyes and ears are turned on. Turn them on. Turn them on. Today we're going to classify stars, and we're going to do that by size, temperature, and brightness, not color. Size, temperature, and brightness. The most important characteristic of stars is temperature and magnitude. Magnitude is the same thing as brightness. Temperature, brightness, magnitude all mean the same thing. Yes. Most likely the location or some characteristics about it. I'm not sure. No, no, they're not doing it. Okay. So the HR diagram tells us size. So yesterday we studied our sun, and our sun is, it all starts in what? What's the name of it? Okay, they all started in nebula, and they all must go to what phase? Main sequence. Our sun is a main sequence star. Now, after main sequence, where is our sun going to go? It's going to be a giant. At the end, it's going to be a white dwarf. But the very next step is a giant. Okay. Our sun can't be a supergiant because what? It doesn't have enough what? Enough mass. It's hot, but it's about the mass of it. So if you look at this is like the mass. So Earth is bigger than a white dwarf and a neutron star. So our sun is an average star. It is, a matter of fact, after we finish this, because I know you were here yesterday, I'll get with you and go over that life cycle paper. Don't tell her yet. I'm gonna work with her. Don't worry. Also, actually, whenever you're not here too, I record these lessons and I post them in school with you too. Oh, okay. So a star's color reveals its temperature. Hot objects on Earth display the same range of colors as stars. For example, a toaster oven, the wires get red hot, and then a light bulb, the wires are white and glow hotter. All right. So we already know that the blue stars are the hottest, and the red stars are the coolest. I'm not going to say cold because the coolest stars are about 3,200 degrees. 100 degrees is already hot to us. All right. So blue stars are the hottest, and red stars are the coolest. So HR diagram also tells us temperature, but I want you to look at your picture that you have. People online, you can look at this diagram. What do you notice about the temperature? Think about how those numbers will look in math, and I want someone to tell me, what do they notice about the temperature? It's decreasing. What did you say? Okay. So they're actually at the top, so they're very bright. But that's okay. I like that you picked that out. The white, yep, right here, the white part. Those are the ones that I really have. So the lady made a great point because the temperature is decreasing. All right, so notice that it's from 40,000 to 20,000. But in math, this would be what? 0, 1, 2, 3. All right, so it will increase that way. It's very important to know that in HR diagram, typically increases from right to left, which means all the stars on this side are cool, and all the stars on this side are hot. All the stars in the middle are hot. So let's take a look. Which star is going to be the hottest on this graph? A, C, B, or D? C is going to be the hottest. Why is it going to be the hottest? No, has nothing to do with color.
40,000.
Okay. 40,000. Which star is going to be the coolest?
1,000.
And it's all the way to the right. Very good job. Apparent number 2 is a star's brightness as seen from Earth. So the brightness is on the y-axis, and brightness increases from bottom to top, just like math. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The brightest stars are at the top, and the dimmer stars are at the bottom. Which star is the brightest on this graph? Okay, brightness increases from the bottom to the top, just like math. So A is the brightest. Now, which one is brighter, C or D? C. Which one is brighter, A or D? A. Very good job, guys. Give me 1 second. All right. So now we're going to get into the HR diagram. So about 100 years ago, these two scientists, Hertzsprung and Russell, or Inga Eshnar Hertzsprung and Henry Norris Russell, each made graphs to find out if temperature and brightness are related. They plotted the temperatures and brightness of stars on a graph, and the points formed a pattern. So this is how we get the HR diagram. Notice that the y-axis is brightness, also known as luminosity or magnitude. And as you move up, the stars get brighter. The temperature is at the bottom, and it increases from right to left. It's the opposite of math. And if you forget, you can always look at the numbers like Ashley and David did. You can look at the numbers instead of having to remember that it goes from right to left. Most of the stars on our HR diagram are in the main sequence. Why are they in the main sequence? Because they're barely beginning, all right? So anything after a main sequence is a dying phase, all right? So 90% of our stars are in the main sequence. If I go up this line, what happens to my temperature? My temperature goes up. If I go up this line, what happens to my brightness? My brightness goes up too. So only for the main sequence, as temperature goes up, so does. All right. Jose, you can hurry up and go. You're dead. Yeah. Yes. Oh, I don't even know. Yes, no, actually, I mean, what are you gonna breathe? All right. Hold on. Wait, we don't know. My people online, open up your booklet and go to slide 11. My people in here, please turn to page 8. And the title is gonna be HR diagram. So this is how page 8 is gonna look for today. So you already know how to glue your stuff and how much space you need to write. This is how page 8 is gonna look, and page 8 is on the left-hand side. All right. Yes. My people online, you're gonna be going to slide 11 in your Cosmos PowerPoint. My people in here, I need you to do the top. So it says HR diagram. And then we're gonna glue it down and we're gonna put those labels. Oh, the notebook looks like this. Okay. Give me 1 second. Let me show my kids that are doing the online document what it looks like. My people online, you are doing this page right here. So slide 11. Slide 11. It looks like this. You don't have to worry about the top definition. I'll give you that. I need you to complete the bottom portion. All right, you got about 2 minutes to get this part, and then I'm moving on to the words at the bottom. All right, get your notebook open and let's go. You got about 2 minutes to get this part down, and I'm moving on. Yes. Why didn't you eat breakfast? Oh, you want a granola bar? You can get one out of my cabinet. In this closet. Cool and dim. Open, look right there. Open up that one. Put your hand in there. You feel it? So let's open up. It does. Put your hand in there. You can feel the door. Can you feel the hook? Okay, put your hand down there. You feel it? Okay, now touch it. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so we should have put the top as hot and bright. Here, Jose. And the bottom should be hot and dim and cool and dim. You're welcome. So just like how our HR diagram has quadrants, so does our graphs in math, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So all of the hot stars are on what side of the graph? The left. Very good job, guys. All of the dim stars are where on the graph? At the bottom. Well, at the bottom, left and right, because if they're dim, they're all at the bottom. If they're bright, they're all at the top. You're also 8. Yeah, it's up right over there in the 7. All right, so the words we're gonna write at the bottom, my people that are doing the Google Slides, your answers are on the next slide, embedded in our notes. And if you don't get them, don't worry. I'm gonna put the answers up anyway for the slide. All right, so we have hot, bright, cool, bright, hot, dim, and cool, dim. And these are our notes for our bottom little portion that we have. I'm gonna give you guys about 6 minutes to copy this down. Okay, gotta focus. I put a picture up of how the notebook looks. This is on the same page. Yes. Alex? Okay, well, you have to fix that. And I told you not to sit there anymore. Your seat is right up here in front of me. I'm sorry? Yeah. Hey, let's go. Get your fingers to writing. I've written this twice. Let's go. Not check my email. I just on this computer. My kids online, we doing okay? We're all on the right slide. I don't see anything in the chat. Actually, you done copying stuff? All right. Baby, we glued that. Okay, go ahead and glue yours. Oh, I have more glue sticks. Do you have your glue stick? If not, I have more. So our main facts from the HR diagram: temperature increases right to left, the opposite of math. Luminosity means the same thing as brightness and the same thing as absolute magnitude. 90% of stars are in main sequence, that diagonal band across the HR diagram. In the main sequence only, as temperature increases, so does brightness. So in that line, when that line goes up, the temperature is going from right to left increasing, and also the brightness is going from top to bottom increasing. The HR diagram does not tell us color. Your HR diagrams are in black and white. You would not know what color it was unless we told you. The HR diagram tells us size, temperature, and brightness. You need one? You can get a new one. Look at, bring those two boxes right there. Yeah. Yes. The sun is like yellowish white, and let me show you a picture in color. So here we go. So our sun is right here. So the blue stars are the hottest, and the yellow stars are like average. So look at our sun. Our sun is not very bright. It's in the middle, and it's not very hot. All right. So our sun, although it looks really big and it feels really hot, it's just because it's our only star in our solar system. What'd you say? I mean, I think it's a beautiful thing, and you're gonna learn too about the moon too. Oh, the last sentence. Oh, let me go back. I'll turn it. Oh, Ashley has it. My kids online. This is what we should have had. I'm not worried about the HR diagram definition because I've already went over that. You need to make sure that you label these. All right, make sure that you label these on your Google slide. What is wrong with you two? David, you're disrupting my class. You and Ashley. All right, and then this is what we should have had at the bottom. Kids online, my kids in person, make sure that you're on page 8. And I want you to find these two stars. I want you to find Sirius B, and I want you to find Deneb. I want you to find on your HR diagram, I want you to find these two stars on your HR diagram, the picture that you have on that diagram. I just want you to put your finger on it. I want you to find Sirius B. It is a white dwarf. And I want you to find Deneb, and it is a supergiant. Find those two on your graph. Put your finger on both of them. Yes. Okay. Shaheen? Okay, you're two dots. Okay. All right. It won't be legal, but yes, you can. I'm sure you could. Okay, Sirius B and Deneb. Did everybody find it? Deneb, Deneb. So it's a supergiant at the top, and then Sirius B is a white dwarf at the bottom. Alexander, I said to put your two fingers on those two stars. Which one is hotter? How do you know? None of them are blue. How did you know that it was hotter? That's brightness. It's further on the left. So the dot is further on the left. Very good job. Which one is brighter? Deneb is still brighter. How do you know it's brighter? It's at the top. All right. So let me go to, I'm sorry, I have a big picture. Here we go. No. You have 8 minutes. All right, my kiddos online. Did you guys get all of your answers done? Do you need to have any questions? All right. All right, so once you have copied your notes, you are free to leave the Zoom. That is our last thing for the day. Make sure that you have done your attendance, and we're going to do Thursday and Friday warm up tomorrow.